smooth on the map, never smooth on the map, never smooth. What you gonna do when you out, who you with, you ain't really about that, don't you, don't you? Really gonna move on the map, never slip, put your hands to your lips, don't you, don't you?
Guys, welcome back to the CHH Connoisseur. If you guys were here for the last video, you got to meet Pastor Gerb, and so we're judging through some of these songs. You have probably a few more for you guys to kind of listen to this week, but I'm excited about this one. I'm a big Marty fan. I'm surprised I haven't even heard this, to be honest, but I'm looking forward to it. You got any like tidbits before we hop in?
All I can say is it feels like you're going back in time and into the future at the same time. That's all. That's
okay.
That's the preview I'll give.
That's the preview I'll give. That sounds nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Champion sound in the valley. Straight from the underground.
Yeah. Hey, they're like, why you always bragging? I'm just telling them what God did. 05, bumping Dipset on your neck like a bow tie. Same friends I grew up with, playing GoldenEye. Working overtime till you think it happened overnight. Microphone check, golf claps.
Hold up. We gotta go back. We gotta run that beat drum back. That was.
Mention GoldenEye too. The game GoldenEye. You ever play that game?
I haven't.
James Bond 007. It was on the N64 back in the day, man. There's almost no better game than like 2 pixels on the screen, shooting your friends, your cousins, whoever, dude. Classic.
Dog, I'm not even gonna hold you. I couldn't even bring myself to listen to the lyrics because of the beat. I was just like, oh my gosh. So that's why we rented it back.
Run it back.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm just telling them what God did. 05, bumping Dipset on your neck like a bow tie. Same friends I grew up with, playing GoldenEye. Working overtime till you think it happened overnight. Microphone check, golf claps at the open mic. Why the stage here, eye level. Getting challenged by a drunk to a rap battle. I called him Jack Daniel, he called me hypocrite. God, I know you in control, but what the heck is going on? Everything is going wrong, trying to be a witness here. Ain't no ratting going on, all I need is one shot. Marty got the golden gun. Oh, you think you him now? You thought you was the only one? For real?
Hey, he just went back. He said Marty got the golden gun. That's on GoldenEye. That's the gun. Was one shot kill on everybody. So he just connected the start of the verse to the end, where he's like, I'm the one that got the golden gun, you know?
That's crazy. And that's also, going a little bit deeper into it, y'all, like that, just thinking about that whole section and talking about like God for real, like, why am I even in these positions? Like, I got the golden gun. I got these talents, like, you know what I mean? And like, I'll probably a little bit talk about his pride like that. Mm-hmm. That was heat.
Heat. I love, he said like, you're working overtime till people think it happens overnight. People think, oh, it's an overnight success when really he got put in that work, putting in work
here
for a long time
out here. Yes. Him and golly, Fern. His first music fire too.
It's true.
But yeah, all right. Let's keep it rolling.
Let's go.
This ain't personal. It wasn't rap, it was real estate that paid the bills. I know you hate the real. Let's change the topic. They're like, why you bragging? I'm just telling them what God did. By the time I popped out, y'all was catching Z's. Gonna be a co-summer, had to make them freeze. Had to flip a couple tables on these Pharisees. Always started his own business, he was making D's. Okay, you got me there, big dog. Label got mad, I wasn't making songs for TikTok. Heard him yapping behind my back like a trick shot. Had to make a plan, got a wife, got to think smart. These bills ain't gonna pay himself. Had to make a couple songs that made me hate myself. Had to wait in line, I had to pay myself. I had to put some numbers up like my name was Dow.
Hey, he telling y'all about the industry. Even in Christian hip hop, the industry's like that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. He said heard him yapping behind my back like a trick shot. Like
that's
behind
crazy.
the back.
He said a lot. I might go back and try to hear that whole
run that.
verse. He said a lot. Yeah, let's Let's go.
They're like, why you bragging? I'm just telling them a God did. By the time I popped out, y'all was catching Z's. Gonna be a co-summer, had to make them freeze. Had to flip a couple tables on these Pharisees. How he started his own business, he was making D's. Okay, you got me there, big dog. Label got mad, I wasn't making songs for TikTok. Heard him yapping behind my back like a trick shot. Had to make a plan, got a wife, gotta think smart. You know these bills ain't gonna pay himself. Had to make a couple songs that made me hate myself. Had to wait in line, I had to pay myself. I had to put some numbers up like my name was Dell. This is business, it ain't personal. It wasn't rap, it was real estate that paid the bills. I know you hate the real, this ain't your topic. They're like, why you bragging? I'm just telling them what God did. Hey, 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 come on. Yeah, what's up? Apollo Records, baby.
It's nasty.
Whoa.
That beat is.
Man.
Yeah, that beat is filthy.
He was.
That beat is filthy. Let me take
It's
that
filthy.
down. Get copyrighted.
Yes. And he was. You were right. He was talking a lot about the tension between, as an artist, I feel like, between, am I gonna pay the bills, or am I gonna say what I feel like I need to say? Or am I going to say, my label wants me to make a song that's going to go viral on TikTok, but that ain't what I'm trying to do, you know?
That's not what I want. Yeah.
And I know, that like he said, it wasn't rap, it was real estate to pay the bills. Like, he's doing this on the side. Like, so I'm sure that tension was there to make something for TikTok, you know?
Yeah.
But you just got to stay true to who you are, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard, man, and that's why I think, like, I'm sure even for people like us that grew up in the church, like, it's hard to be like, oh, like there are things like that within, you know, the Christian music industry and space, you know, and yeah, that's crazy that you know, like you said, you know, real estate's paying the bills, man. Like, yeah, you're probably listening to my songs and you know.
Yeah, like I feel like the Christian music industry, there's a way to sell out and be a Christian artist that makes, you know, that makes it big, you know, that makes enough money because you get the right songs that play on K-Love. Or they get you on the Winter Jam or whatever that's going to get you the exposure. And a lot of it is, can I say, a lot of Christian music has been trash, bro. There's a lot of trash Christian music that is just boring and not good music. It just sells to like white moms, you know, who need something in the car, you know. But there's more. There's people out here like Marty who are making real good music, and not even just Christian hip hop. Like there's in every genre anymore, there's good Christian music where people are making like quality music that's not to sell out, but that's even deeper scripturally, biblically, theologically than the standard radio stuff, and it's better quality music anyway. So like there's no excuse anymore to not listen to Christian music because there's heat on every direction.
And that's, you know, that's what it comes down to is, you know, I tell my student athletes all the time, like at a certain point, like, look, I tell them I'm not going to act like I wasn't in y'all's shoes. Like, you know, like you and me were high schoolers a decade ago. And so like, I understand that, like, man, it was cool to listen to Drake. It was cool to listen to J. Cole, like some of the whatever. And, you know, I get that from a standpoint of like, oh, everybody else listening to it. But the older I got, man, and I even had that like in college and in my early marriage, like at a certain point, like, man, the deeper you get into, you know, really discipleship, right? Because at the end of the day, you're being discipled by something.
Yep.
And so for me, if music is so important to me, and it is, and the lyrics mean something to me, and it does, it's not like I'm not just one of those passive music people, and I know you aren't either. And so it's like, if I'm really taking this in, man, this affects my day. It comes into my mind. Like I can't tell you this is the switch I made. Like that's basically all I listen to is Christian hip hop. And like, I don't even know what's going on in the mainstream hip hop space hardly at all anymore. Besides like the mega, like everybody heard Not Like Us. Like I know that, but like you know, these songs come into my head like in times of temptation, in times of like you know strife, in times of like when I'm angry. Like I get songs that pop into my head that I've been listening to. They're Christian hip hop songs, and it reminds me of truth. You know, wouldn't you rather that than you know thinking I'm gonna go get this girl, I'm gonna go get this money, we go, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude,
it's the shift.
Dude, I tell students that all the time. I took a trip to Colorado last summer with some students, and I let them choose songs and like throw them in the you know the queue or whatever, and they would play a song, and I'd be like, "Do you know what they just said? Do you realize what they just said?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know." And I was like, "Do you know what that was about?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know." You know, and like you said, like I used to listen to everything, and I'm a psychopath with music. I have a Spotify on Spotify. I have my like songs. I got like 5,500 songs in my like songs, and I just shuffle that every day, and see what the Lord might bring me, you know, to listen to. And there's songs that come up, and I'm like, I gotta unlike that song because like I can't believe I ever listened to that, you know, because it's a song maybe when I was in college, I thought, hey, this is great, and now I look back and I'm like, yeah, that's actually like you kind of. I just talking the other day with somebody that was like, the closer I get to God, the less the world's music satisfies anything in me.
That's for real.
It just doesn't hit the same as it used to. Like it's all I see is the bad anymore. I don't see the like the beat ain't worth it. You know, Marty is gonna lay down a more fire beat than that, and it's gonna have some truth in it. So. You know,
hip hop looking for a renaissance. Only problem is the Christians got it.
Only problem is the Christians got it. That's right.
Me? So I mean that's what it is, man. But you know, not to get on our soapbox or anything, but it's just the facts, right? Like if we're saying we're believers, you know, and we're trying to become more like Christ, then that's in every aspect of our lives. And so music is a part of that. Everybody listens to music, and so you know. Try to be, especially if you're one like us that like you like music for real, like then it's almost a no-brainer. But I would even challenge anybody, even if you passively listen to music, like even passively, like some of the stuff that you can listen to, you know, even if it's just neutral, like this is that growing you, right? You feel me?
Right.
So that's what you know. I think both of our passions are in terms of music, and even just talking to people about it. Is for people to understand there is music out here that you can vibe to, different types, different genres as you spoke of earlier off camera, and it's godly, and it brings you closer to the Lord and not further away, right? So yeah, that's good, man. That's good. But all right, y'all. That was Marty, and thanks for tuning in. That was a fire song. I'm looking forward to a couple more here, so we'll see you guys soon.
Never smooth on the map, never see what you gonna do when you at, who you with, you ain't really about that, don't